I think I'm live. So, I am not regular, happy, bubbly Louise right now. And there's a really specific reason why. And I thought that there would be value to sharing the experience I just had. And it relates to a really strong emotion, which then became kind of a trigger, essentially. So I'll just like lay the landscape real quick for what happened just now. My daughter was supposed to be boarding a plane in Florida. She's with my parents right now, and she was supposed to be boarding a plane an hour ago to come home for Christmas. And my daughter has a really big heart and was really sad to leave her grandparents. And on the plane, she made it on the plane, but on the plane, she had like panic attack, just like couldn't handle it and didn't want to come home. So the flight attendants deboarded her and she's not coming home. Not now, anyway. And so you can imagine the emotion that just like started rushing into me. It's just like chaos at the airport. My mom's trying to talk to me, but the flight attendant's talking in the background. I have no idea what's going on. I can't talk to Annabelle. It's just like chaos. And those are the moments when the emotion starts creeping in and you start having feelings. And for me, that was, my vice. We all have something: food, alcohol, exercise, work, whatever it is. For me, that was alcohol. And we ended up sorting the situation out. Now my mom's flying to Dallas unexpected. That's why there's a bed made up in my office. I'm like scrambling to clean the house, and 100,000% these emotional triggers of uncertainty, being scared, frustrated, uncertain, out of control. 100,000% I would have just said, I'm having a glass of wine. I'm having a shot to calm my nerves. I need something to get me through this, or whatever it is. And you guys, as long as I've been sober, I still have those feelings, and I had them today. I want you to know that. I had those feelings today. I had the feeling of saying, you know what? A fucking shot would just make this so much better. But the really cool thing is that emotions change. Emotions are not permanent, they never will be. And so, what I do in that moment of panic, frustration, anger, feeling out of control, I have a preset timer on my Apple Watch, and I set it for 20 minutes because that's how long it takes for a craving to go away or for your emotion to change. So I set the timer for 20 minutes and I went about my business making this bed up for my mom, and tidying some things around the house. And I still don't feel great. I'm still really frustrated that Annabelle's not coming home earlier. I'm still feel horrible that my mom now is like flying to Dallas and then flying to New Jersey tomorrow morning. And, everybody's been inconvenienced to some degree, except for Annabelle. And, but I feel in control. And I think that's the biggest win out of all of this, is that I took a moment of feeling completely out of control and I took control. And I took control by rewiring my brain, setting the timer, changing the behavior to the cue. The emotional cue was the starting point, right? I changed what I did in response to that. And now on the other side of it, I feel 100% in control. And I won't summarize what it would have looked like if things had gone the other direction. So I wanted to share that with you. I wanted you just to be real with you guys. This is some of the stuff that we are going to be talking about on December 29th at 5 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. There's about 6 different types of habit cues. So an emotional cue is one of them. And we're going to dive into all of them. And again, some things that we can implement into our lives to rewire our brain for them. So I'm going to keep doing some deep breaths because I'm just still kind of like, nah, not in my best mood or best space. But I thought it was important to come on here and share that with you guys. I know that this time of year brings on a lot of challenges with family, in laws, just situations that are out of our control. So if that helps you, set your timer for 20 minutes and create a task for yourself, and then just see how you feel after that 20 minutes. All right. I'll check you guys later. December 29th, 5 o'clock p.m. I'll be posting the Zoom link when I go live, and I'll see you there. Bye.